Start to YouTube. Yeah. All right. Channel content, YouTube. Oh, it's there. There we go. Okay, stream is up and running for Ghosts of Tsushima. Let's change the... There it is. Details. I'd like to change my thumbnail. There we go. Pictures. Thumbnails. Ghosts of Tsushima. There we go. Then let's make sure the stream is running on both sides here. And come on, Twitch, load. There we go. Now Twitch loads. Okay, perfect. So both streams are up and running. Houston, we are a go. All right, and for anybody watching back on the VOD, this is going to be me trying to play my way through this game. We are going to do a new game, and we are going to be drinking. And if you hear me talking to someone and you don't understand what's going on because there's no one speaking in the chat, I'm probably speaking to a random British person on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Discord. Take care, and let's see what we can do. Well, I figure since you do try to keep your channel, your video content family friendly, probably best not to name you. Both. And I use a unified chat. So if you chat from YouTube or Twitch into the chat, it feeds into a unified chat flow that pops up on screen. Because Twitch TOS can bite me. You don't have to go that far, man. Okay, real quick before we go any further, I'm going to fix one little audio hiccup here. Volume mixer, come here. We need to have a talk, you and I. Let's bring the volume mixer over here. And then I need to change the audio feedback so that Tsushima is lower than Discord. So I can hear you over there, Moonrune, speak. Sad thing is, while I'm watching this, in the back of my head, all I'm hearing is Toshiro Mifune. Sorry if I just killed your ears. Well, I think the audio filtering software is doing good about trimming any peaks. Now, see, this is what happens when you expect a Mongolian to have honor. Goddamn Mongolians! Oh, hi, Mongolian. I may have watched too much South Park in my ears. Now, the stuff he's drinking has got to be pretty damn strong to do this. Man, that is one toasty nip. Sorry, what was that, Toga? Oh, you spelled color with a U. Are you being fancy? Next thing I know, you're going to spell armor with a U. Or honor. I don't know, what is it with you guys and U's that you like them so much? God damn it. I was planning to actually combo that guy. I am not trying this with a freaking mouse and keyboard. I'm sorry. Yes, I know how to block. I missed the timing for the block, you stupid system. Ugh. Good thing about Kurosawa mode. Looks cool. Bad thing about Kurosawa mode. Timing the blocks can be a little fun. And back's turned. Sorry. Uh, okay, that should have blocked. It does kind of suck a little bit this early area where you don't get back energy for parrying and you can't spend energy to heal. Okay, so neither parry attempt worked. The sad thing is, I'm still sober. Let's fix that. I love how the subtitles are out of time with the audio, and I bet the mouth is too. This is definitely kind of like those badly dubbed Japanese films where it's like you see the mouth start moving, then you hear the English audio. Well, you heard it here, folks. Mongolians developed danger close artillery fire. And the Japanese never learned how effective that was. And now we get to have our Boromir moment. Well, I mean, when you're getting turned into a pincushion like that, you got to honor the greatest pincushion in cinema history. Realistically, yes, but video game developers don't need to know about wound placement. Though it also depends on how deep the arrow went. I mean, it did go through his armor. Oh, great. We're not even getting to face Genghis Khan or Kublai Khan. We're getting to face Kublai Khan's redneck cousin. Okay. Everybody, meet the enemy. This is Bubba Khan. And Bubba's going to be annoying the entire game. Oh, God, I'm going to have to fight him on the bridge again, aren't I? Oh, no. I hate that fight. All right, I'm going to pause it real quick here because I realized I did not put something in the description. Oh, they don't let you put that in the description for that. Never mind. I hate that Twitch doesn't let you put a description on there. It just has like the title. I do like the Kurosawa mode though. Nope, very much not their thing. I haven't got far enough to get to the end of the game, but I can kind of see the twist already coming. I imagine there's going to be something around that point that's going to come up in Act 3. The one time I played this, I stopped a few missions into Act 1. Though I pretty much only stopped because I was resetting to do this, but it is what it is. Um, I don't know about the main character. I do believe that the Mongols did at one point attack Tsushima Island, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, now it's going to let me go in. Cool. And now I get to recover my armor. I don't get my sword back yet. Is there any supplies I can use while I'm here? Nope. And this is why you don't turn your back on a woman. Yeah, one of those situations where I doubt one guy is going to overthrow an entire castle. Sneaky beaky. Okay. I do apologize. There's not much talking. This is a forced stealth segment, and it sucks. So, for anyone watching, know that I'm not a fan of this either. Yeah, I know. This is more just for like anyone who's in such horrible states as to be watching this the VOD. And she's got a point. I highly doubt anyone who lived here is going to be living here again, at least not for the foreseeable future. All right. Yeah, the supplies are handy. Supplies are kind of a base requirement for upgrading stuff. They'll have other requirements, like say hides of predatory animals and stuff like that. But those are like harder to get items. You only need like 10 or 20 per upgrade. But then you'll need like 150 or 250 units of supplies. Weapons, outfits. When you get there's a couple of different bows you can get, and you can upgrade the bows. And yep, that's something that you unlock later on as you grow your legacy. You gain the ability to get shadow skills, and shadow skills are essentially ninja abilities like throwing kunai, black powder smoke bombs, and so on. Okay, Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Let's go. And now we're on can 2. Yep. It's the strike they don't see coming that hurts the most. Yay, now I get heals. Yeah, you ain't that good yet, you young whippersnapper. Yeah, thankfully they give us a dodge mechanic, and the dodge mechanic allows me to find an opening. And untouched. Yeah, once I start getting a feel for the combat again, I'm better. I'm still not great, but I can live. Close, but not quite. Wouldn't say honor is about protecting the innocent so much as taking actions of which one will not be ashamed. Hmm. High rear guard. All right. See you when you get back, man. And now we find out why she invested time in saving us. Yeah, I know my health's low because you guys aren't letting me dodge. All right. Now I'm going to turn off Kurosawa mode here for just a moment so I can actually see. Actually, wait a minute. I think. Never mind. I can do this without turning it off. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Digital Deluxe. Okay, these are standard horses. Cool. We'll take this one then because I do not want the Digital Deluxe horse. It is way too. Way too much shiny shit on that horse. Hey, welcome back, man. Well, there's a bunch of Digital Deluxe stuff that you get with this version of the game that I just don't want to use. Like, I could be wearing full, like, samurai armor, but, like, nah, it's not my thing. Yeah, this is gonna end well. Though I do like these standoffs. There. Now I feel a little bit better about getting hurt earlier. Where's those spear checking? Oh, she already killed him. Come on. I know there's more of you. Okay. Uh, I know that I freaking. I gotta burn all my heals now. Even though that guy should have been dead because I parried his strike. But the parry's like, no, we're not doing it. Okay, come on. Okay, I call. When the game doesn't let you want to do a jump attack because it's being bullshit. Yes, I'm aware of dodging arrows. You don't need to give me the tutorial again. And now we get the boss fight you can't win. We're going to have to kill these guys first. No. Stand off. Come on out, Bubba. Damn, did Bo put on 5 pounds since the last time I saw him? Yeah, it must be all that sake. He ain't used to it. It's starting to fatten him up. Damn. It's a fight you can't win, but I was hoping to hold out for longer. Well, while this story movie's playing, I'm going to go grab some more liquor. And for anyone watching the VOD with a dirty mind, before you ask, we're not talking about that type of licking. Alrighty. Yep. Sokoi. Yeah, we'll meet him again later. He's going to teach me how to use a bow and arrow. I do kind of hate how this game engine makes everyone look kind of hunched over. Steel of Sakai. At least that's what the sword's called. I'll happily trade it out for a cane sword, though. Can't have proper fun in a Japanese samurai game that lets you play in black and white mode if you're not playing as Zatoichi. Now, see here, Uncle, you get kind of confusing the hell out of me. You're telling me first that my daddy's in the sword, then you're telling me to say goodbye to my daddy. You taking my sword away? Am I gonna have to beat your ass? Dude, consider yourself lucky. You just managed to survive something you shouldn't have. Sadly, we were not in a state to be able to fight Bubba Khan and win. But that's okay. One day the South shall rise again, and we will whip his ass. I may be mixing my cultures here, but it works. No, this is not insanity. I will never be drunk enough to play on an insanity mode. But this is hard mode. Most people that play this game will play it on easy or normal. Eh, I was never any good at Get Fiddle Hero. Uh, I'll be honest, that part of the culture escapes me. The only thing I can think of is that it helps to intimidate the enemy in battle, and should you encounter something nasty of the supernatural sort, it would make it think you're one of them and not food, and thus maybe give you a chance. Well, I'd imagine that the Klingons were probably based off of them. Why not save the best blacksmith on the island? Yep. First, I got to go get a couple of Oyamuri charms, and we got to go get that feller who'll teach us how to use a bow. Oh, I remember this place. This is a haiku point. All right. So now here we're going to engage in some ancient redneck traditions here. We're going to get off our horse and we're going to make a poem. Yeah. Yeah, we can be very poetic when we put our minds to it. Yeah, this is one of the features of the game. There's places you can go to pay respects at different shrines. Some of the shrines have jump puzzles to get to the shrine, and the different types of shrines will give different rewards. And then this is a haiku point, which will give you a piece of equipment usually. In this case, we just got a headband. Let's see here. Yeah, I know we got the map, but I don't want the map. I want my equipment list. Oh yeah, that'll be important to do because that gives me a bunch of skills. All right, so we'll go talk to the error feller after we do the first mission for her, because then he gives me the arrows, and the arrows are handy for doing her second mission. So let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, that should be in the Golden Forest. There should be something to do over there. Oh, come here, General Lee. Let's go. Oh wait, there's flowers. I don't know why, but the merchants like them. Charlene's bitte. And also another one of the fun things. You know how most of these games will have those arrow waypoint markers? Yeah, we don't get that in this game. Just follow the wind. Yep. You select a new destination on your map, the wind changes to blow that direction. Alright, so we're at the Golden Temple. We are going to skirt past the Golden Temple. Because while this place is nice, I don't think there's much for me to do here at the moment. Actually, never mind. There should be a vendor or two here. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, yeah. You still see it. Now, it blows and bursts, though. Sadly, that is not a thing. But yeah, see, remember I was telling you, supplies was one of the things we needed for upgrades? Your stream may not be caught up to this point, but yeah, so the first upgrade to my katana requires 150 supplies and 10 iron. Not so much, because when you're going through some of the big missions, you'll end up finding supply caches that are like 25 or 50 units. And every enemy you kill has a chance to drop supplies. Also, I can talk to random people and get rumors for where missions might be. Let's see here. What are you? Oh, I didn't find this guy last time. You got supplies for me, buddy? Visit the nearest gift altar. Well, that's nice. I've never seen a gift altar. Oh, okay, this must be the gift altar. The glowing warrior. That is a face piece. And oh, hey, 10 linen and 10 iron and 10 bamboo. That's good. I think bamboo is used for upgrading the bow. Upgrading my clothes requires pelts from bears. That's a legendary storyteller. We are not engaging with him yet, because I don't even know what the hell he does. But I presume it's a hell of a mission. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Okay, it's going right the way we're headed. Oh yeah, we gotta go through this Torii gate. We'll go up to a shrine, get our first Oyumori talisman. And of course, the priestess up here is going to try and ward us off. Well, not priestess, shrine maiden, but same thing. Oh, pardon me. Omamori charm. I forget the names of shit. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Should be a simple jump puzzle. And thankfully, there's no yellow paint. Though they do make fun of yellow paint at one point in the game. Yeah, it's one of the first like stealth missions where you're having to sneak through like a house or something. I remember going under the house, and then under the house there was a can of what appeared to be yellow paint, and there had been like traces of yellow paint marking the way to get under the house, and then you never see yellow paint in any of the missions after that. I'm like, I get a feeling somebody was taking a piss. Oh, hey, there's more supplies. And there should be something along this path. Yep, flowers. Yeah, the merchants apparently can make dyes out of flowers, so they will use them instead of gold. Don't ask me why. And all right, bamboo. More supplies. Ah. Yeah, seeing the differences in the rock face is a pain in the ass in Kurosawa mode. But it is what it is. Yep, and now we get our first charm. There's two types of shrines in the game. There's these ones where you're praying to the gods, and then there's shrines around the island where you're praying to some weird fox lady. And the ones where you're praying to the fox lady increase the number of charms you can carry. The ones where you're praying to the gods give you charms. One might even call them lucky charms. And no, before you ask, they aren't magically fucking delicious. Alrighty then. Well, it's just a different god. So we got the charm of Amaterasu and Hachiman's favor. So now, every time I kill enemies, I get a moderate and a small amount of healing. All right. Well, let's see here. We've already unlocked some side missions. But actually, you know what? I think that is probably a fox house. Let's go talk to them foxes. See if we can get us another charm slot. Then we'll go help her find her brother. Well, the first part of finding her brother takes a while. Had an easier time finding drunk cousins and uncles on 3-day benders than finding this one damn blacksmith. Oh, hey, Madison. Yeah, sorry. I tend not to look over at the other screen. I do apologize. And the British feller who's watching is not poking me when somebody shows up. So it looks like my unified chat thing ain't working. What the hell is that? Oh, thanks. Let me actually take a look here and see what's going on with chat, because chat should be. Do I need to put it above? I need to put it above. There we go. Now chat should be showing up over top of the game. That will probably make it a little easier to see stuff. That way you guys can actually see what people say in the different chats. All right. So anyway, Madison, how you doing? Oh, hey, I missed a flower. Yep. That's why I said screw Twitch, because their terms of service doesn't allow me to do that, but they can go bite a big one. And you're dead. And prisoner rescued. I get the feeling I missed that chat from a minute ago, and Madison probably bailed. Oh, damn. So I'm guessing it's showing 3 viewers. The other one is my other browser tab. Yeah, I keep a. Well, then again, it depends on if it counts viewers who aren't signed in as viewers, because then it might be my browser tab, it might not. Oh yeah, this fortress. We are not doing this fortress. We are going around. Hey Madison, if you're still there, post something in the chat. I can't tell if the other viewer is you or if it's my unsigned in browser I use to monitor the chat. Let's see if we can get over here. I do love the fact that these trees are here visually, but they aren't here actually. My character like runs through these things all the time. Oh, okay. I was hoping to do a standoff, but I see you guys aren't in that mood. All right, come on. Yeah, I know. I'm out of heals. Ah, I'm sorry, but you should not be able to block a jumping slash. That's my entire body weight behind it. All right, where the hell am I? I'm over here. Oh, there is a location over here too. The hell is that? That's probably that fortress I rode past. That is the fortress I rode past. We are not going there. Oh, yeah. We do play that sometimes. Rare Trauma can be a lot of fun. Base game, not so much, but with a few mods, the game gets really good. Main one we use is Bear Overhaul. It adds a bunch of extra. Well, it adds additional perk trees to different classes, but it also overhauls every single perk for the classes to change some things around. Oh, you've always wanted to do streaming? Yeah, that would definitely be annoying. Well, be careful about digging around too much in the woods. You might find a corpse. There's still like half a dozen bodies from that one couple that are buried out in the moors. Nobody knows where they are. Yeah. Oh, did you hear the bullshit story that the wife tried to peddle when she tried to get parole? I don't think they gave her parole, but she was trying to get parole. And it's like, lady, you were actively willing to stand there on the grave of one of your victims with your dog to pose for a photo, and you've admitted that you knew the body was there at the time the picture was taken. We're not letting you go. All right. Oh, hey, the traveler's attire. So now I can take off this damn armor. Sword kits. Um, it can. It also has other effects, but I'm not a big fan of the broken samurai armor. And I don't want to wear the stuff I get for having the version of the game I do. Because the stuff I get for having the version of the game I do is this. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing this in Act 1. This just, no. We'll leave that for the likes of, big streamers who, don't really care about looking like douchebags. And this armor just kind of looks like shit. So I'm happy to run around in this. This does have some effects. I contract artifacts with guiding wind. Traveling clears more fog of war on the map. And a green fireflies will appear within 30 meters of an artifact. And then as I upgrade it, it gets more abilities, or the abilities get better at least. The Hero of Tsushima armor increases my health and reduces all damage. This is literally the easy mode equipment. And then the broken armor does nothing. Well, I'm going to be doing kind of that because right now I'm using the Traveler's Attire, which literally just makes it kind of easier to find artifacts. That's it. And then the face masks don't do anything, and the helmets I don't think do anything. Though I'll probably just throw on the white headband because why not? Yeah. And, the katana could definitely use some upgrades. Like once it's fully upgraded, this thing will pretty much one-shot most of the trash mobs. So yeah, its current state, it does a little less than half of its maximum damage, and I need 3 hits to kill. So at its maximum damage, my sword probably will one-shot trash mobs. Yep, the wakizashi. If one is unable to uphold honor and there is no way forward, then that is the way forward. Yeah, if I remember correctly, um, if one's honor is lost, then one's honor can be regained, or at least the blemish of the honor against one's family can be removed by at the cost of one's life. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm pretty sure one's based off the other. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, let's see here. Let's go help her with this mission. Okay, because where I saw a light there, but hey. And then once we get done with this mission, we can go get our bow. Yeah, I don't have any monetization, so there's not going to be ads. If there were ads, it would just be stuff where YouTube or Twitch is posting it to make money for themselves, and yeah, no. I don't do streaming for the money. Hmm. All right, let's see if we can get a look over here at old Bubby Khan's concentration camp here. Oh, you want me to go down the hill? And you figure the front wall of your fortification would be a high priority area. Yep. Or, of course, if you're Canadian, it's a national pastime. And if you're Canadian and you're watching this, you're wondering what I'm talking about. I'm talking about committing war crimes. Not a very smart way to do it, but okay. You come up from behind, go up and in through the kidney and the side, try to get a hand over their mouth. And then while they're in pain and shock, you'd rip it out of the kidney, come around into the front, and go into the liver. Noise can still be produced if it's done improperly. But a stab into the kidneys, sure, if you're left hand dominant, and the MC's right hand dominant. But well, then you have to go across the entire chest cavity. But yeah, if you're going for the kidney, the sheer pain for will put most people into a state of shock, and they won't actually be able to scream for a second. You've got to be very precise to do that, because any blade thin enough to actually go and go between vertebrae and separate the spine isn't going to be able to brute force its way through vertebrae. Any blade thick enough to brute force its way through vertebrae is not going to be able to go between them easily or cut easily. Oh yeah, but at the same time, if you're going to do that, you could just go ahead from behind, just come around and up. And as long as they don't have like twitch out of the way, it would work. But the kidney is a good way to do it because while you're getting them in the kidney, your other hand can go up, cover their mouth, and get control of their jaw. And from their jaw, you can control their head. So you keep their mouth shut. You put them into traumatic pain where they can't function properly. And then once that's done and they're bleeding profusely from the hole you just ripped through the kidney, you can then stab them in the liver. And that is guaranteed to kill. It may take a few minutes, but it'll kill them. Or once you rip it out of the kidney, you can slit their throat. Yeah. Funny thing is, the only reason I'm aware of the whole, like, going for the kidney to stun them is because of, what's his name? He was knighted. He was a British actor. He did time in the SAS. He played Saruman. Christopher Lee. Yeah, because he pointed out to the director when they wanted to have Saruman scream out in pain when getting stabbed. He's like, no, 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 no. When you stab someone, you come up behind them, you stab them like this, and he demonstrates. And then he's like, also, when you do that, they're going to be in such pain, they're not going to be able to scream. In World War II. Yep. Eh, there's a lot of things people don't know for whatever reason. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. And we'll go around and get this guy. It's gonna be a pain otherwise. Yeah, don't let him fall in the fire. Everybody's gonna wonder what that bacon smell is. That's the reason one of the YouTubers I watch can't have fresh bacon anymore, like freshly cooked. If he goes over to a buddy's place and they're cooking bacon, he can't be there because when he was over in Iraq, they had a few times they had to deal with burning corpses, and according to him, burning body smells like bacon. Yep. So one of the tastiest things on earth makes him want to retch now if he's like around when it's being prepared. You're welcome. Yeah. Oh, fun fact. You know what the name is for human as far as like a food item? Long pork. Yep. People watching the VOD and the stream are probably going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? What does that say for vegetarians? Or fish? Yeah. Well, I wasn't, when I said that, I wasn't saying vegetarian. I was saying vegetarian. Omnivorous. Yeah, there are certain K12 nutrients that you're just not going to get without meat. Well, you have an organ for it. Eh? Well, also you have an organ for it. Are you familiar with the appendix? Yep. Which is why if you go without it, without eating meat that's at least rare, and just eat a lot of snack foods and crap, you're going to end up usually with appendicitis. Yeah. Well, going without meat, period, and just eating veggies and stuff, you can probably get away with it without having your appendix have a problem. But if you're starting to eat a lot of the heavy junk foods and you're not eating any of the stuff that your appendix needs to process in order to be doing what it's supposed to be doing, yeah, it's going to start having problems. Yeah. I need to see about getting a little like audio notification, just a little bing whenever Twitch chat goes off. That would make my life easier. I have audio. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Well, I only have audio pings for when people follow and stuff like that. I didn't think to try and see about getting one for when someone either ats me or does a chat. Yeah, well, I've got those notifications, but like for just chat going off, because I don't tend to notice chat, even though it's on the very far right of my screen, closest to the left side of the screen I'm actually playing the games on. I still don't tend to notice it unless I look over at it. Oh yeah, it's on the far left of the screen interface, but like where it shows up in my OBS, there's a section on on the right hand side to the right of the actual stream that shows my unified chat. Okay, we get our first ability here. So yeah, we're going to take perfect parry because that I need. So now when I parry someone and I time it perfectly, they're open for a little bit longer and I get a chunk of resolve from it, which is how I heal. Then I can heal on a perfect parry, or I can give myself the ability to parry a sword attacks I normally wouldn't be able to parry. There's a bunch of stuff in here like parrying arrows, shoulder charging enemies, dodging slashes. These are all things that you get as you earn points. So essentially, as I level up my legend, there's three points that you unlock along the course of the legend. And then once you unlock that third point for that level of the legend, you've unlocked that level and you get other abilities. I don't know what it takes for the heavenly arts. I think I have to get those down the road. But then, so these are the samurai abilities. And then ghost abilities I unlock as I work through other stuff. I think they still use the same point system though. But like, I don't have any of my ghost weapons yet. I unlock those as I get new levels to my legend. Yep, and my first line of offense. Uh, yeah. Well, the funny thing is, the only thing you really need for the difference between the medieval European style and the samurai style is you need your 6 stances. That's it. Because, actually, I'm at a pretty good stopping point for now. So we're going to create our first manual save. And then we're going to go ahead and quit for now. And for everybody on the stream, I will probably be on drunk streaming this again another time. I will catch y'all later. I am probably going to go play some 7 Days to Die, but I don't stream that because no one wants to watch me digging holes. So have fun. All right, now that it's stopped streaming. So yeah, with the samurai, they have the 6 stances. So there's low, mid, and high stance, and then there's forward and rear. So when you got your sword in the scabbard and you're like ready for a draw stroke, that is technically a form of low rear guard. Proper low rear guard would be to have both hands on the grip, but holding it so that it is down and pointed towards your rear, so that you can slash forward and up. Mid rear guard is when you're holding it over your shoulder, essentially ready to bring it forward when you need it. High rear guard is where both you're holding it over the back of your head, essentially. High forward guard is when you're holding it to the front, blades vertical, both hands are pretty much in front of your face, but like at nearly full extension. Low or mid forward guard is the same. Just bring your hands down to about level with your belly button. And then a low forward guard has the tip tilted down towards the ground, held low, so that you can step forward and bring the blade up. And essentially, with their sword technique, you're moving between stances. Your sword at the end and start of each swing should be in one of those stances. Preferably at the end of the swing, it should be in a stance that you can use for your next swing. Yeah. The only real difference between the two is just that you have more stances with the Japanese style, and you want to be more fluid. Well, you have a lighter sword. The armor, because Europeans tended towards heavier armor. You wanted something that could shrug off a blow. The Japanese used lighter armor that would either, when it came to arrows, it was meant to catch the arrow by making it try to go through so many layers of softer material that it would end up starting to deviate and get caught in the armor. And when it came to blades, the outer layer of the armor was lacquered, so that unless it was a straight hit, it wasn't going to start to cut in. It would deflect off. Um, they did for the really good armor. Most armor was essentially woven and lacquered bamboo strips. But for the really good armor, they had metal to do like what you're talking about. But it wasn't done much because iron was such a sparse thing. Most of it had to be used for weapons. Well, there was that, but also they didn't do a lot of mining. They had some mines, but they didn't do much of it. Most of the iron that they got, when we're talking about sifting or panning for iron, they were getting iron that was flowing down from mountain deposits in creeks and streams, kind of like what we did here for gold dust. And it's just they didn't have a robust mining industry. So it was kind of like what the Germanics and the Scandinavians had to do, because the Scandinavians and the Germanics didn't have much in the way of mining, but they had bog iron, and bog iron could do. No, it's essentially a very impure iron deposit that you can find in swamps and bogs. Bog iron is very inconsistent, but hammered properly, forged, and actually like tempered, it could make functional iron weapons. That's part of why axes were more common than swords as well. They had a limited supply of iron. So an iron blade, yeah, that's kind of a status symbol because that's like 3 or 4 axes worth of iron. You know, you're swinging around 3 or 4 weapons worth of material. Okay, you've got money. That's why even later on, with Scandinavian culture, it was not as common of a thing to see warriors carrying full swords. They would either be carrying saxes, which didn't use as much material, but it still let you cut through stuff pretty good, or they were using axes. Especially stuff like the Dane axe. The Dane axe didn't use much more metal than a standard axe, at most twice as much. But with the lengthened handle and the speed at which one could swing it through centripetal motion, you could get a hell of a lot out of the metal that you were using. All right. I'm kind of munchy, but that meat's not ready. I'll have to worry about that later.